It feels like this has been like playing the same part of the song like 3 times in a row now. It's not like I see it in the thing. Like this isn't like an extended version. This is the official soundtrack, I'm pretty sure. Oh well. But you know what? Let's start now. I want to welcome everyone back to another incredible, exciting video game stream. So let's see. I guess it's about the right audio level. Welcome back, gamers and ganders, to whatever I'm looking at here. Alright, so there's some things. I had issues with the player shadow looking really bad, so I fixed that. It turns out what it was, I found this out. God damn, is it starting over? Holy crap. Okay, let's just skip this one. Oh, there's an ad. Uh-oh. Okay. If there's ads on that video, let's just do something else. Let's just do some, like, I need to get more music. I keep saying it. I'll say it again. Alright, let's fiddle with the audio until it all looks good. That's good enough. Okay. But I did some things. So, there's a problem with the lighting, and that was because in let's see if I can figure this out. Cast shadow on. Okay, so I have these big mountains that are now in the background. So they're like here. So the world trails off and it just has this stuff, so that way it's not like a complete cutoff. And so it looks, you know, and that smooths out the transition quite a lot, I think. Because even here, like, you know, it's just, well, I think if that wasn't there, it would. But anyway, it's because the precision of the shadows is based on, you know, how much you can actually see that casts shadows. So, turning this off, so that these 4 really big mountains don't cast any shadows, was all I needed to do to fix the precision. And I found that out because I was like, well, let's see what it looks like in the test scene. Because I was like, because I have this old, let's go here. I had my old test world where it was working just perfectly. And then the other thing that you might have noticed if you are an astute observer is that there's now a bit of redness to the shadows. So what that is just a very crude approximation of subsurface scattering, because I felt like Jackie was a bit sallow and a bit like not colorful, like she kind of looked like clay or something. So all I did was just a very simple adjustment to the shader. Let's go to that. Material. No, that's the wrong one. It's something called, yeah, main spatial. So if I get Jackie as well. Wow, this... Can I get both of these at the same time? For God's sake. Whatever. Okay, I have this new subsurface scattering thing. So it was at like 0.2 or something. No, 0.3 looked good? Yeah. And the original settings were also like, I have this hardness that makes it so that I can either do like a perfect cell shade, or I can do a full-on, just regular, this is something like a Lambert diffuse shading. Something like that. So I just have a simple hardness value. And then this subsurface scattering, it used to be a parameter called light bias. And all that does is it takes this dot product here, which is used to determine how light something is, and it uses that later for the subsurface. So this is the light color, the vertex color. Oh yeah, that's actually kind of neat. And then my other stuff. And the reason it has this vertex color is because I wanted it to be, you know, a parameter that I can control, like different entities have different subsurfaces. So if we go to vertex paint, Jackie's face is red, the hair is a very dark red, and everything else is black. So that way, I have, you know, tons of control over what I do. And actually, I want to make the funny little men have subsurface scattering as well. So let's do that now. But yeah, I think that, you know, it just adds a little bit of color. Let's see, open player? No. Assets, characters, little man. Oh, I also need to do the same thing for Jackie's mom. Okay, but first off, we need our important thing. Vertex paint. And I just do solid? Okay, there we are. These guys, I want to do something funky. I want to do like blue. Oh wait, okay. I have to do it the slow way. Wow, I did not do a great job on that seam there. Speaking of, I need to fix the textures for these guys because I have really bad texture seams. But anyway, that's not important right now. What is important, I'll eventually get there. Let's do like a dark green, maybe a purple would look good. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, and everything else, well, actually, I'll also do the eyes. They'll be a very light orange. Like that. Okay. Where are characters? NPC entities? Where are they? Oh, they're here. That's dumb. Okay. Let's go to entities. Right, and these guys just have a regular thing right now. So let's add our pretend Omnilight. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I also fixed the my bulk thing, whatever it was. This music's pretty loud on my end. I'm gonna fix this. Let's see, because I want it to just be I guess that's okay. What was I doing? Right. So, I never got these guys properly. I need to do material, main spatial. Let's copy the albedo from here. No, let's not. Let's copy it from... Where did I save it? Texture little man. That was a dumb place for that. Okay. There we go. And look at that. You see a little bit of blue in their lighting. I'm gonna make it... They'll be a bit shiny. Maybe. I kind of did that in a lousy way. But okay. And let's reduce the softness a little bit. And let's increase the subsurface maybe a little bit. They have very dark skin, so it's super... Maybe I should actually go negative with it. So like this is 0 with no subsurface. That purple's very pretty. I think it's pretty good. Maybe I should do... I'm thinking of what I would do, because what my heart of hearts is telling me is that I should use the blue for the specularity, but that's like a completely different thing. Like that's not subsurface scattering anymore. That's just something else. But let's do like... Well, what does it look like if I do all the way? Like they just like a speculared up. Okay, that looks good. Let's see how this looks in-game. Yeah, and also they need way better textures. Oh yeah, also while I'm here, I should explain. I was having some bugs with my, all these gems for significant performance boosts. Yesterday I worked, or no, Thursday, no. One of those days before today, and also before yesterday, because I missed yesterday, I was working on like batching these together, but I kept getting errors and it wasn't updating properly. Like I would pick one gem and then all of them would disappear, and I was like, what the heck? It turned out that, let's see if I can go to Sublime. Oh yeah, my review of Final Fantasy, if you wanna... you know what I should do? I should just put it on my blog. I don't care. Like, I'm not gonna go all the way to the effort of, like, making a YouTube video about it. I think that'd be funny. And then I can actually do something with that. Okay, but I'm getting sidetracked. So let's go to modules. So yeah. What was it? All day Wednesday, I think, I was working on this, like 5 hours continuously. Just this little multi-mesh system has a component, batches them all together into multi-meshes. The fix for the bug that I was banging my head on for like 3 hours. Let's see if I can even figure out where it is now. It was this. It was that ampersand. Because I did not realize that when you resize a vector, it copies it. Or it creates a new copy if you have a different reference. And I should have known that because it's called cow data. As in, copy on write data. And I should have also seen that from when I explicitly went into this to see how assignment worked, and I was like, oh, you can use the same reference to resize it, that's cool. No, you can't, because when you do the resize, if I can find it, it's possibly changing size copy on write. And so if we have, I think, our reference counter, I'm pretty sure if it's greater than 1, it just copies the whole array. That's what all this stuff is doing, I think. Somewhere in here it does that. But yeah, basically, because I was just making this name for more convenient access, I was creating a new copy of the array, and it wasn't updating properly. What I may do is honestly just delete the components list. I don't need it. Like, I don't use it for anything after the initial construction. And already, I can just do this anyway. Also, this doesn't, oh yeah. That's if the multi-mesh is inside the tree, then I just add it. Like, I could just do that. Like, I don't need to do anything else. And also I need to finish it up. But it works great. I think it has a massive performance boost. Also, I did not see what the little men looked like. I completely forgot. But yeah, I do think I should tint the specularity. I think that's the right thing to do there. But I don't want too many parameters, and I don't want too many shaders either. I think they look better. They look better with the shader. They look a bit more crisp and clean and like cartoony. Also, I still need to figure out the like light probing thing. It might be a shader issue. I should check with like, oh, I don't have any weapons with me because I reset my save. Like, that's something I should figure out. And the frame rate is bad here just because OBS really kills my GPU and also my monitor on the other side. But actually playing, like, wait, why are there so many lights? Oh, I'm an idiot. I was like, people look pretty bright. Okay. Now it makes money. Okay, I was just stupid. Okay. Yeah, the guys don't look much different outside of the light. In the light, yeah. He's got a bit more color. He's got a bit of purple on him. And I like this kind of cell shading look. Maybe I should add a little bit more specularity to Jackie as well. How does that look? So let's see, let's add just a little bit. You know, not enough to like... I don't see a difference. I think that's okay. I think this is about the right value. And I think... skin will be very hard to get right, or would be very hard, because I don't like the sort of bright rim around the characters because they look kind of like pool toys, but I also don't know how to fix that without just removing specularity entirely. Well, I kind of do, but I don't want to do it because it basically is just completely removing the specularity on cube maps and things. Oh yeah, also, I may want to reduce the lighting on Jackie when she's directly facing the sun because her eyes go red now because of all the subsurface scattering. But I don't know. Maybe players will get it because it's pretty obvious that it's like because of the light. Also, it kind of works on shadows, which was like, it wasn't something I deliberately designed, but there's a little bit of a red trail across her face. So yeah, and also, this should help reduce the performance impact. Well, not really. I still have a bunch of materials. Actually, I wonder... whatever. I'm thinking too much about stuff. Let's fix these guys. Mainly... texture paint. Oh yeah, there's like a jazz band outside of my window. I'll ignore that. Save, I guess? And then Krita. I wasn't working on anything suspicious in Krita, was I? I don't even know what it would be. But for some reason I just have an instinct that once this opens up it'll be something embarrassing. But I don't think so. I'm just paranoid now. Oh right, I was working on designs. And they're like the usual level of like shamelessness, I guess. Also, I'm listening to the band outside through my window. Bands don't sound very good when you're only hearing like half the instruments. What am I looking for? Material, characters, little man. I need to like figure out what I'm doing. I made a mistake. Let's go back to Blender. The material preview, texture paint. Oh, right. The materials are screwed up now. Wait, how big is this texture? It feels like it's bigger than it needs to be. 512 is fine. And then there's here. I need to add a little bit more space around it, but I also don't know, like, how much space I have. Let's unselect this. Yikes. Okay, so I don't have a lot of options here. Actually, I do. I just gotta fix my mess. With a little bit of colorism. Okay. That should significantly help, because basically, now I can do, alright, that's good. And let's not do that there. Okay, so now hopefully that's a bit more reasonable. Because I want to also check the mip maps, because that's where it starts falling apart. Because I may just have to like go into Krita and just paint huge swaths as the same color to prevent that. Yeah, you can see that little line, and it gets worse the farther away you get from him. And also, why are his... Hang on. What? Oh, right. I forgot to export the new UV maps. I'm thinking about how I would improve the texture sampling for like the environment map for these characters, because I'm not a fan of how dark her like chin gets. But I guess the easiest way to do that would just be to change the environment map. I could do that. I'll figure that out. But okay, let's see this in action. I think I'll still have the same issue with the head. Yeah. Okay. I do need to go to Krita. I need to also... I'll figure it out eventually. Body. Alright, let's just do... Huh? Oh, I have a bit of UV overlapping. Oh well. This texture is so unnecessary. I could literally just do like vertex. Well, no, I can't do vertex colors because I have the shader doing stuff. But what is this? Why did I put them so close together? Alright, this will be graphics in 2047. Alright, let's see these little men in action. Okay, yeah. I think they look pretty good out in the sun. I think I think the art style suits, like flat colors does suit it. I do have to do something, I think, about the character's face. It's a bit too red in the sun. Like in the direct sun. I think there's like a sweet spot that I would need to do where, like, when it's too bright, it just switches all the way to the direct light, and when it's like too dark, it switches to the shadow. But then I wish that it was like in the middle, it added the red, or something like that, or blended to the red. But I don't want to work too hard on it because it looks okay. I'll just leave it as it is right now because people might think it's cool. Frame rate's taking a hit. Yeah, I think this area looks very pretty now. I mean, it's still a bit basic. Yeah, I think it's also probably my GPU or computer in general, just because it's getting extraordinarily hot now. I need to test on. I'm gonna also test on my Linux computer probably later today. Because it's much lower end, and I want to target that sort of machine. Oh yeah, also I should double check the, when it creates gems now, it should put them in the multi-mesh. I tested that before, but I want to test it again. Yeah, see, look at that. It's there, and let's check if there's any errors. Not even an error, just a warning for something else. And I even fixed the off stream. I rebaked the light maps so that they're not giving me errors anymore. All this beautiful work. Though there is the issue of occasionally when you pick up a gem, you can see the multi-mesh flickering. I don't know what causes that. I'll have to fix that, or like investigate at least and decide if I can fix it. But I don't want to do that right now. I should be working on sound effects. I should be working on a lot of things. You know what I'm going to do? Let's save and quit. Let's find an empty spot in the world. And I want to make a big pile of junk. I just want to make a big pile of garbage. Let's make it... What's here? What's in the bowl? That bowl is now a landfill. So what is that? Chunk 75? I bet I have chunk 75. Let's see, what is this one? Does this inherit from that? Not anymore, I guess. Change type, multi-mesh system. And then let's put that into here. And then let's just pile a bunch of garbage. How much stuff do we have? Actually, I may need to... Well, I may need to reduce this complexity, but... Oh well. Also, important thing that I need to remember. Eventually I need to go in and make a dramatic, like... Man, they're really banging away on the drums out there. Wait, hang on. I hope that's not coming up in the... Yeah, I really hope that's not coming up on the stream. That is absolutely coming up on the stream audio, I'm betting. Well, let's just listen to some smooth jazz filtered through my window and walls and enjoy that. Enjoy life. You know, I'm gonna make a big mess just here. Let's do file, new, general, planes and cubes and all sorts of funny things. Wait, hang on. The audio shouldn't be muted. It should just be like that. All right. Z. Let's see if I can figure out like checker deselect. Look at that. I may eventually start taking Fridays off. I may switch from Sundays off to Friday and Saturday off, and then... Yeah, because Sunday and Monday off, that's dumb. I don't do anything Monday nights. Like, I should take Friday off, and then I can do other things. But then again, everybody else is already off. I don't care about maximizing viewership. This is, like... If I did that, I would, like... I don't know. Play video games or something. Why is this not... Huh? Oh, hang on. I was doing the individual... I was trying to scale up and couldn't. Let's see, I can do a triangulate here. Alright, this will be like... So what I imagine for this is like a dense, like, jungle. What the hell? Huh? E, I'm extruding. It's not extruding. It's making a weird thing. What did I do? Okay. I'm at a loss. What am I... How is this not working right? Like, okay. L. E. I'm doing something wrong. Let's just... Huh? Edges. What is this? Okay, can I just... E. Okay, now we're getting somewhere finally. Also, I don't want to do that right now. I need to do the other things first. Because basically I'm going to do like a... don't worry. I'll show you. Well, if it had just done what I'd wanted the first time, we wouldn't be in this mess. Let's see if I can eventually figure out. That isn't how faces work. All right. So yeah, let's hope that you guys can hear that wonderful jazz. All right, let's say that's a hole in the thing. And it goes like that. Beautiful. And then there's another hole somewhere else that cuts all the way through the center. This is terrible. Look at that. Tragic. And let's do like all right. Let's say that a bunch of these are like that, and then like, I don't know, that. And it warbles and wobbles. These guys had a lot of pollution, I guess. Let's see. I know. I'll mix this stuff. So like there'll be this main stuff here. And then there'll be a bunch of like scrap objects that I can also just throw in there to make it more dense without like, you know, doing a trillion years of modeling work. And then also I have a difference between the low res and high res because I can do all the major contours here. And it'll eventually all look like that, which looks okay. Let's do like one of those numbers. All right, that looks good. What else do I want? What is that? Is that? Let's see how that looks smooth. That's okay. Looks like a big macaroni piece. Let's do like one of these numbers. You like bevels? And let's say that goes like, I don't know, up here? It'll do something fun. So that'll be something that the player can climb to, and then they can get up here. And then this is gonna be hard. I want like thousands of bits of metal and stuff. What am I doing? Environment. Copper. I mean, this isn't gonna be, this is meant to be a unique thing, but I guess it'll be just put in there for safekeeping. Brilliant, beautiful. Let's export this for now. Let's also get that out of there. What are we doing? Environment, copper. Huh? GLB environment, copper. Where's everything else? Oh. Oh, right, okay. Okay. So let's put environment, copper, new inherited, area, material, environment, copper. I guess. Boom. Indies, environment, copper, junkyard. Don't need that, don't need this, don't need. I guess I do need this. Alright, now let's see if I've actually put this in the right place. Or the right size or whatever I'm doing. Wow. Wow. I want this whole thing to be junk, to be clear. Okay, what I may need to do is let's... Alright, let's just start throwing crap at it. Actually. Alright. Ooh, this will be fun to bake lighting for. Oh wait, and also, I should limit the size of this baked lighting if I need that. Or whatever I just said. Speaking of import, I need to enable that. I don't get why. Okay, so something that I was thinking of. I have no idea why these meshes that for the terrain take so long to bake UV2s for. Like, I had to disable baked lighting on them because it was just taking so long. Because they're like, most of them are just planes. Like, they're literally just a grid that's been stretched. Like, some of them have some extra work done, like this one. You know, or these, you know, all of these ones have stuff that's extruded and like clipped and stuff. But even then, like, why is this so much faster? Is it just because of the number of polygons? Because they are 50 by 50 squares, which I guess are like 51 by 51 or some dumb thing. So that would make sense, but at the same time, it's like, come on. It shouldn't take that long to figure out that it's all a contiguous shape. But oh well. I digress. Let's see if I can actually, like, make something fun and cool here. Let's also put some... Oh. Let's also put some rocks and stuff. I guess maybe a fountain. Somewhere in there. Maybe just there? And then like, you know, eventually I'll even make Rock 5. There's been rumors. Is this right? Okay. And yeah, this is the multi-mesh system. So basically I can just put as many things as I want. And once I get these turned into multi-mesh components, they'll also be put into the multi-mesh. Let's see what a palace looks like here. Wow, the scaling is off. It's like, let's just take this thing. Close all tabs. And I'll even eventually okay, now it's about right. And this should be kind of like a mid to late or mid-game thing that the player can just stumble into, and it'll be kind of hard to get past. What chunk are we in? 75? What is that? 250, 1250. Let's do like 100. That should be really high. Yeah, because that's 0, 0, so it should be maybe like 50. Alright, let's crank this bad boy. See how we go. Alright. Look at that. We got a bunch of junk. Well, what am I looking at here? Where am I? Scene instance. Looping platform. On base null. Where exactly am I? Self? Okay, so I'm creating the instance. Set active. Oh. If not is inside tree, return. The set active. I don't know how I didn't notice that. I was worried I'd done something like really bad. Because I did go through all of the scenes and change the base type of the entity, so. Now we have the right thing. We have our big. This is how big palaces are. This feels too big. But yeah, I want it to be kind of more constrictive than this, more claustrophobic. Like you're like, you know, like if you were actually like climbing through a pile of trash. Oh. Look at this fun little guy. Yeah, like now all these tunnels are too big and stuff. No fun. Well, unless I just put stuff in here and like enemies and things. This will be so much work. Okay, enough faffing about. Let's get this actually started. I want this to be a little bit smaller. Let's also do a, let's see, what are at junkyards? Vehicles, appliances, other things. You know, it's not all massive infrastructural stuff like this, but I guess I can make like junked vehicles and things as like separate meshes and put them in, because those would also be a source of a lot of complexity. And I'm going to make this in a few separate meshes so it's more easy for me to, you know, put them around. Because I did this in a bad way. I should have got the whole scene. Well, I mean, I can just... It's not like it's too late or anything, but... Eventually I'll complete the thoughts for the audience. So it goes like that. Let's do like another 32. Scaled up. It'll be like, this one will be really screwed up. Now that's good. So yeah, this was some like weird screwy thing. Median point, face. How does this thing work? Alright, this is turning out pretty cool, I think. Trying to think. There's a dream that I had that I thought could be cool in a video game. I don't think it was the one where I was trying to take a photo of a tiger and then the tiger turned invisible. Though that was one I had, which was kind of funny. Do I have my phone with me? I wrote it down. Hang on. Also, I think the jazz band is done, so I'm going to turn the music back on. It was giving me such a headache with two different music on the same time, you know? Let's see. What am I looking for? Notes. Oh no, the other one was an animated review of a story where Peter Griffin took over the world. Okay, I had a dream where I made like a terrible... Well, I honestly, it was a pretty cool review, but it was like psychotic. It was the most bizarre thing I'd ever seen. Like there's an animatic of Peter Griffin taking over the world with like a terrible edit of his laugh, like stretched out as if, you know, to make like an evil laugh, like cut into little snippets. It was bizarre. I may actually try and replicate it, though it'd be considerable effort, because there's also things like a perfect animation of a wireframe sphere rotating, like a perfect 2D animation of that. And then it like turns to garbage and the world rotates around and it's Peter Griffin's head. And then it cuts to like an avatar, like VTuber version of me with like different colored eyes that's upside down and like the eye is rotating around and I'm just talking like it's normal. I think it was pretty good. I may become a VTuber and have just my eyes rotate around in bizarre ways. Let's see, what do I want with this? So I'm going to leave some room for me to just pile in scrap here, because I don't want to do that all here. I can make little bits and bobs and stick them in there. I just want this to preserve the main, like, silhouette. So I want another pipe. Let's see. I guess if the player has to get on top of that, that'd be fine. Circle. Again. Another circle. Hang on, how many faces do I have? Why do I have so many faces? Let's just make this thing go crazy. Oh, not that crazy. I swear I had a good idea for video game related content, like recently. This is less a big pile and more like a big tower. I think I'll also expand out sideways. Because I want it to feel like you're in like a city of garbage. That's just like this absolute impossible mess. Just dump this stuff a bit more in there. Like, get all this garbage conforming to each other. Like this. This should all be like down like that or something, like biting into it. And this should be Alright, let's make this like a taster. So now I'll go in and let's augment this bad boy. With just as much crap as I can possibly fit in there. Put a bunch of, not those. Well, I'll put one. Just so that you remember, you know, you can't forget scrap one. It's like the bread and butter of scrap. Let's see, the jazz band is back. I guess they took a short break and now they're back on, and not quite as overwhelming though. You know, there's a bunch of just piles of garbage in this game. Like I guess just worming your way through a pile of garbage is just an intrinsically fun activity. At least that's what I'll tell myself. That's not really anything. I don't really have any like chaotic, like garbage mountain material right now. Let's see. Where did I put that dang old fountain? I may want to turn... I think I may just darken Jackie's subsurface color. Because it is a bit, like... I think it's a bit too much. I'll tone it down a bit. Okay, yeah. Though, yeah, this is about the density that I want the whole... Well, this one piece of trash is like the density that I want the entire structure to be at. Because I just kind of want the player to just, like... I don't know. Run around randomly. In a maze of trash. I wonder what I should do for landmarks. I guess there'll be like open areas that are like distinctly shaped. Like this is a pretty obvious landmark. Like, okay, I'm at this side of it. And then you get over here and you're like, okay, I'm at this side of it now. I guess... Yeah, let's add some more garbage. Do I have anything that'd be good? No. Maybe a bridge long damaged? Like, I would love it to be, like, this big. Let's put a decimate modifier on this. So it'll be like planar, maybe? Yeah, okay. I wish there was just like a count of vertices. I don't know where that is. I'm sure it's somewhere. Let's do more big pipes. Yeah, I think it'll be more fun if I focus on building up right now. I can build out to the sides later, but I think I'll prioritize the actual fun content, which is climbing. Though, it may be key to like the diversity of gameplay to actually have this, whatever I'm doing. Hang on, I'm gonna actually collapse. It'll be like, maybe. I may make the decimated and undecimated versions different, like for the long distance and short distance things. That would be good. Let's disable that for now. I'm gonna build up more this way, I think. The jazz band is getting pretty loud. I mean, it's not bad jazz. It's kind of incompatible with this, though. Let's pause this for now. Okay, my brain finally allowed me to figure out what I was doing with this. Yeah, I think the game is at its best when I'm just like playing around with these janky, or like exploring, when you're playing with like these sort of destroyed janky structures. Let's do like also I thought I heard someone like yell. We may have like a gunfight at the jazz bar at the wherever I am. That's good enough. I thought I would do something more intelligent with that, but I'm not going to. Alright, now I'll have to, hang on. This looks bad. Now it looks good. See, and I think this junk is gonna have to be removed. I should, yeah, I'll hold off on adding too much, like, big junk until I actually know what's going to be constructed by this with this thing. So let's get that out of here. Let's get all this stuff. No, not the fountain. All the scrap. No. None of the scrap either. Basically, I'm going to try to get all of this stuff that I know has to be parented to this. Okay. I just realized that's not going to help me at all. Because this thing needs to be moved. I want it to be a bit more above ground. And I should fix the what's all this stuff? Node not found, XYZ relative to blah blah blah. I don't care. That's not my problem. Let's put this like right here. Maybe? I want it to be a place where most of this is grounded, but also all the detail I worked on is mostly visible. That seems about right. Yeah, okay, that looks good. So this is officially the new home for this. So parenting all this stuff was, yeah, parenting all this stuff was basically useless. You know what? I think we gotta delete that for now. Alright, and let's stop developing the bottom of this. So I'm gonna put stuff on top of this, and then we'll have big fun brain time moment. What else do they have? Drills. They have old drills. I could do one of those. Alright, that looks pretty good. Let's do like... This will be kind of funky. Nice. Yep. I accidentally extruded that beforehand. Nope. Ooh, that's not going to be easy to figure out. I want it to be kind of... That does look very cool, though. Alright, I think this thing has to be like... This is just a drill. Let's make it kinematic. And then origin to and then I'm gonna oh wait, no, I'll call this drill 2. There's so much ceremony to opening a new file. Append, copper, junkyard, object. Can I just... Thanks. Why is this... Okay. I'm getting stupid. Environment. Copper. Junkyard. This is 2. Okay, and let's get that that blend file out of here. E16 Jack 4 project GLB. This will be a fun project for Saturday, this junkyard. I think it'll be at least a fun little thing. Now let's try... Um, oop. Oh wait, where's drill 2? Does this have any sort of custom material stuff? No. How big is this shape? 128 points. Okay, not that big. And it looks decently, like, orderly and fashionable. What did I even name the first drill? I guess something like dynamic object, or I put it in dynamic. I want to put one of these. Yeah, tiny little thing. I guess that's okay. It'll be a little splash of detail. Something that I kind of like about the sort of sparse geometry of this game is that it feels like every single individual face matters because of the way the climbing works and stuff. So you have to actually like pay attention to how this geometry looks. And so the simplification actually makes it manageable, because otherwise you have to do like, you know, invisible collision geometry with a real or with the visible mesh doing something different. But here it's like what you see is what you're actually interacting with most of the time. I mean, there are other simplifications. You know what? It's just fun to control a character in a space. Nothing else to it, I guess. That pops away a little bit too fast. Oh well. Like, why did that stuff disappear but this stuff didn't? Is it because I'm too low? Like, there's like a thing up there. What's that for? Weird. Like, is that all part of the low-res version? I'm kind of losing focus. This is just, I think this is just a bunch of work. Maybe this will be as tall as it gets. Like, it'll be a little settlement, and then this will be like a place where somebody is living. And yeah, and then there'll just be little cubby holes for people to hang out in. It could be funny if there were like little village people that are like dressed up as Mad Max. Like they have like mohawks and stuff. That'd be cute. Because they're not living in the stone settlements. They're deliberately choosing to live in this relatively dangerous area. And maybe they'd be fluent in English. Maybe that'd be like a choice that they make. Or like, what other languages could they know? I mean, I don't know any other languages. Because I was thinking like maybe French was the language that colonizers used when they tried to settle here. And then they were driven out. Well, who lived here before? I don't know. I wonder if I ever explained the background, because like I started working on a new background, or like extending the environment out beyond the playable space. Oh wow, there's just a bunch of little hills here. I have no idea what I'm going to do with this one. Maybe it'll just be these hills. Man, there is like zero hope of me getting the game done. I may literally take a week off of work, like take paid vacation, and just like dedicate that whole time to just working on this game, like as a final like crunch time thing. I don't know. But yeah, the mesh outside of the bounds of the world is still completely screwed up because I haven't like done it right yet. It'll be a bit of work, but it'll be okay. Also, eventually I need to investigate the performance impact of using double-sided shadows for all of the terrain. Because that could be... Because I think what it does is it just adds a black face, so hang on. Well, not, you know. Or that it just renders it on two sides, with the backside being just black. Because if we look under the terrain here, once it loads, it's just black. And if we go here, with single-sided, it's not. And I don't know if that have a performance impact. I mean, I'm sure it does, because it's rendering the faces again. but I don't know how big it is. It may be in my interests to not have that, or to turn it off conditionally, because I do need it for the caves. I think. Yeah, I'm kind of not focused enough, I think, to get much work done. I'm just going to kind of, I don't know, crawl around. Think about what I want. Manifest it into the world. So I guess stuff built up from there. So I can do at least a little bit of that. I want stuff to come from here and go up to this little noodle, so that I can jump from on top of the noodle to something else, and that'll be like the big up here thing. I don't know, maybe like, maybe like a propeller? So like maybe they had their own big, huge turbines or something? Like wind turbines? And then they... How do I do what I want to do? Is that what I want? Kind of. See, did I remember to actually talk about my opinions on the original Final Fantasy? Because that's the game that I'm playing right now. And it's kind of grindy. Like, it wasn't too bad in the early game, because it's like from level 1 to 2, it like doubles your health. But then up to like... See, I'm trying to get the... What is it? The swamp caves, I think is what it is. And there's a bunch of undead guys who will paralyze you and then, like, you lose. Like, that's just it. Like, you just lose. It feels like the only way to actually get better at that point is to just, like, invest in a whole bunch of items. Or, like, a bunch of healing and, like, hope that it works. Because there's no cure for paralysis in the game. So there'll be like 5 enemies that can all paralyze your party. And then it'll be like, oh, the monsters go first this time. And then they just win. Because they paralyze all of your party and then just kill you. But it takes like 5 minutes for them to actually, like, get to that point. Hang on, I'm kind of curious if I can jump to this. That could be a cool little thing. Why does the material... Why do I load in before the material loads in? Suspicious. I think that might be something to do with the asynchronous shaders. I don't like that much. But I guess it's okay. It's just a few seconds. Or like a wait, what was that? I think I was falling but not registering the collision. Hang on. Because I like fell really fast all of a sudden. Yeah, okay. I don't like that. I do not get how the player can move and slide and like collide with something, and then it doesn't correctly apply that to the velocity of the player. Oh well. This is a little bit trivial to climb up though. Maybe it's for the best. It's less of a platforming challenge and more just a hub world. I actually kind of like that as just like a tower. Like you're not necessarily able to get on top of it. It's just there. It looks pretty cool. Yeah, so I think yeah, this place won't even be treated as a platforming challenge. It's just a hub world. Now I'm just going in circles. I still don't like how fast it is to get up to the top. I should add more stuff. Let's let that lie for now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some fun little things. So up on top of this thing, there's gonna be entities, environment, furniture, no, electrical. One of these bad boys will be right there. Another one will be right over here. Or a few, maybe. Let's see how these bad boys look. This is some exhilarating gameplay. And rapid development. Remember, I have 144 of these to make, and it takes me about 6 days to make one, and I have about 100 to go, or about 120 to go in the 60 days or so. Like 50 days now until the game jam ends. So I think we're making pretty good progress then, if I can take, 600 days to complete this. But these guys are pointing opposite directions. You can't do that. Hey, stop it. Stop that. This isn't how ledge grabbing works, actually. Like, I think this is incorrect. Okay, so that one is now turning. That's good. There we go. That's not enough clearance there. You fool. Did you really think that was enough clearance for your propellers? Let's put it there, I guess. Ooh. Sorry, gang. I don't think these... well, okay. There we go. Just barely cleared on that side. I bet on this side, those don't work so hot. Honestly, I just really like watching these. Because it's like, I don't know, it feels authentic to me. Because it reminds me of my dad's wind generators. But anyway, I haven't done a whole lot today, but I'm gonna keep working. Well, tomorrow I think I'm gonna keep working on this area and I'm gonna turn it into a little settlement. I don't know. I don't know what people or players are gonna find here, but I don't know, I'll do something. Ooh, it'll be cool to have like a little electrical wire going from there to here, and maybe I can even add collision to it so the player can tightrope on it. I'll have to think about tightrope physics if I want to do anything like actually physical or just want to have a rigid rope. I'll probably just do the latter. Ooh, that's fun. Yeah, and I like this little place. I think with some more junk and some people around, it could be a little happening spot. And then you can get quests here. I don't know why they'd give, I don't know what they want, but because, you know, I mean, what more could you possibly need? You have garbage, you have electricity. I think they're set. But alright, that's gonna be it for today. I'm gonna eat. I haven't eaten all day, I don't think. Bye.